And news just coming in, filmmaker Saeed Akhtar Mirza has also announced he will return his national award. Saeed Mirza has received 3 national awards. In 1984 for the best film for Mohan Joshi Hazir Ho. In 1996, best direction and screenplay for his movie Naseem. And he has also decided he will return his national award. And he now joins this list of writer and activist Arundhati Roy, filmmaker Kundan Shah and Saeed Akhtar Mirza. They've announced that they will oppose what they term is growing intolerance in this country. Arundhati Roy, of course, went to the extent of saying she is embarrassed with the latest situation in this country. Saeed Akhtar Mirza is the latest of those who have announced they will return their awards. Kundan Shah also is to return the national award for Jaane Bhi Do Yaro. He's also citing growing intolerance in this country. India Today's Shilpa Ratnam now joins me with the latest. Shilpa, what more details can you add to Saeed Akhtar Mirza announcing that he'll return his awards?
Yes, so Saeed Akhtar Mirza, who is known for his work in parallel cinema with films like Albert Pinto Ko Gussa Kyun Aata Hai and Naseem, for which he won the national award, 2 national awards, in fact, National Film Awards. He was very recently in the news because he's also been a chairman of the FCII. So we had from India Today, in fact, spoken to him, and he had expressed dismay at Mr. Gajendra Chauhan's appointment. And now he will be joining Mr. Kundan Shah in the press conference today and will be returning his national award. And earlier this afternoon when I spoke to him, he told me despite a lot of people trying to stop the award Vaksi, and especially mine, I have decided to return my national award this evening.
Okay, and he's undeterred. Shilpa, with this criticism that why are they returning their awards now and not earlier when bigger things had happened?
Right. So Saeed Mirza hasn't commented on this, but he did say that the need of the hour is for everybody to come, for the film industry to come together. And he said this is a time. And he said, if I don't stand up now, when will I? So that was the sense of what he told me. So perhaps he feels now at this juncture, this is the step that he feels is imperative that he takes. Perhaps this is a juncture that he feels is do or die.
Okay, so if not now, then when is what he is asking. Stay with me for a moment. What we're also breaking to our viewers at this point of time is that big story. Noted writer, author and activist Arundhati Roy, she has also announced that she will return her national award. Arundhati Roy had said that she feels proud to return her national award as part of a political movement against what she terms is ideological viciousness and threat to free speech. She said, and I quote, "I am very pleased to have found a national award that I can return because it allows me to be a part of a political movement initiated by writers, filmmakers and academics in this country who have risen against a kind of ideological viciousness and an assault on our collective IQ that will tear us apart and bury us very deep if we do not stand up to it now." Unquote. Arundhati Roy won the National Award in 1989 for Best Screenplay for the film in which Annie gives it those ones. Preeti Chaudhary, my colleague, joins me with more on this. Preeti, Arundhati Roy also returning her National Award, and this chorus seems to be rising.
Well, you're bang on, Gaurav, because we did speak to her and she said that the national award she'd won for Best Screenplay for the picture When Annie Gave It to Those Ones in the year 1989 is the one she wishes to return. Now, it's another growing voice. She also said very clearly that she would want to, put this award out there, to return this award, to join the political movement, which has been initiated by intellectuals like her, other screenplay writers like her, and other people from the field of academic. So, Gaurav, if you also look at it now, there has been a train of thought which, with many people who are returning these awards, with many artists who are returning these awards, stating very clearly that this is an apolitical movement. But with Arundhati Roy clearly stating also that she wants to be a part of a political movement which has been initiated by certain writers, by certain people from the stream where the intellectuals are concerned. But now there are two look at it, Gaurav. There are two trains of thought in this as well.
Yes.
One, the likes of Arundhati Roy. Tomorrow we see the other one, that march would be taken out by Mr. Anupam Kher.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's not just the film fraternity. It just appears, Preeti, that people are divided right down the middle on this, because you have people like Anupam Kher who are saying there is no rising intolerance. There are vested interests who are opposed to the Narendra Modi government. It's the left of center and the left that is actually rising. They may have lost elections, but they are rising, as the finance minister says, Preeti, politics by other means.
Well, Gaurav, if you look at it, and it's rather sad when you see what's happening, because there seems to be no middle ground here. Either you have to take one side of the divide. Look at the kind of discourse, the narrative that has gone on over the last 1 week. Every, be it an actor, be it somebody attached to the film industry, be it a scientist, be it people from all walks of life, there is certain amount of coercion, or they're forced to take sides. We've been trying to speak to other people as well, and that's the biggest point which is coming up. There seems to be no middle ground. You have to pick a side, it seems. Either you are with the ones who want to return awards, or you're the ones who call it nothing else but intellectual propaganda.
Okay, stay with me for a moment, Preeti. We must continue to debate this, because debating is the best way to take it forward. Rahul Ishwar joins me on the broadcast. Rahul Ishwar, Arundhati Roy says that she is very proud to be a part of a political movement which is led by academics and filmmakers. Saeed Akhtar Mirza is one of those who's returning his awards. Kundan Shah is the other. What do you make of this?
I believe what Arundhati Roy ji said is the right thing. It is a political. They are all writers we respect, or filmmakers we respect. Of course, we have a different point of view from them. But what Arundhati Roy openly said is what it is. It is a political movement. It is not an academic movement against intolerance. It is rather a center-left or a left-wing political or left-wing academic-led political movement. Let us be open about it. And there are many unfortunate of intolerance. Let us not deny it. But we need a movement for unity. That's what people like Anupam Kher has been saying. It's a march for unity. It's a march for India. Yes, these unfortunate incidents need to be condemned. We need to be united against these kind of extreme reactions. But this is a political movement. It is unfortunate when you play politics over such a sensitive issue like tolerance. We need tolerance. Nobody debates this. But many people are afraid whether this is political intolerance in pretext of protesting intolerance.
No, but in fact, that very interesting. Rahul, stay with me for a moment. Preeti, this is where this debate gets very interesting. The right says the left is intolerant. The left says the right is intolerant. Preeti.
Gaurav, yes. Gaurav, to come down to Arundhati, now she wants to return this national award at the time, say, when the BJP is in power. But she also adds, Gaurav, and it's noteworthy here, she said that in the year 2005, she was offered the Sahitya Academy Award by the Congress at that time, and she turned down that too. So she wants to at one end say, she says that it is a political movement, but she wants to make it clear that it is not about the BJP or the Congress. So it's not about the debate which comes down to the political parties at play, but it is a political movement where she says, which, stems from an ideological debate that needs to be had in this country.
Stay with me, Preeti and Rahul. Ashish Sheller of the BJP joins me on the broadcast. Ashish, the clamor is growing. The BJP government is intolerant. Arundhati Roy is saying this. Kundan Shah is saying this. Saeed Akhtar Mirza is saying this now.
No, let me clarify to begin with. The BJP government is not at all intolerant, number one. This is a free country, and in this free country, democratically, everybody can express their viewpoints legitimately. If Arundhati ji or anybody else wanted to show legitimately their viewpoint in this free country, they are free to do that. But looks like it is not intellectual war. It is looks like an ideological war. And therefore, one needs to be very clear that whether this is an intellectual war or it's only an ideological war.
It's an ideological war, you're saying, but why is the government not engaging these authors, these filmmakers, these academics? That is the question, Ashish, that is being asked. The Prime Minister, ministers in the government, they should engage with academics and intellectuals in this country instead of perhaps, ignoring them or treating them as outcasts or showing them down.
No, one thing is very clear as far as the PMO or PM or the ruling party is concerned. They are not there to show anybody down or outcast. But at the same time, if the debate is going to happen or the dialogue is going to start with predetermined mind, then it is not welcome in a democracy. So I think our Home Minister Rajnath Singh ji has also given a statement. I am ready to have a discussion for the entire day, but it should not be pre-decided and preconceived. That is the only request.
Okay. And Preeti, you spoke to Arundhati Roy. Would that be something that at least she or some of those left of centre be open to discussing these things with the Home Minister?
Well, we still need to ask them about that, Gaurav. But there is a debate where the Home Minister has, of course, gone and said that don't return awards and do come and discuss what your concerns are. With the people that we've spoken to, they do believe, and which is a large part, the likes of Arundhati Roy, who thinks is, by returning these awards, they are expressing displeasure because that's a tool that the arts, that's the tool that people connected with that have to express displeasure. So for them, it is a form of expressing displeasure, whether or not they're open to have this discussion, and how does it form? So who goes and has this discussion? Who coordinates it? Is there a committee which is going to be formed by the people who are returning awards? How does it actually go across?
Okay. We will continue to track this story very closely. For the moment, Mr. Ashish Shalal, Preeti Chaudhary and Rahul Ishwar, many thanks for joining me. We will continue to track this story, those returning awards and those who say we will not return our awards.
That confidence might be